I can have everyone's attention again. We'll continue on with our post-qualifying press conference. We welcome our pole winner for tomorrow's Pocono 400, presented by hashtag NASCAR, Joey Logano, driver of the number 20 Home Depot Toyota. Joey, this is your fourth pole in 125 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series races, first pole of 2012, and second here at Pocono. So I guess we'll start off by asking you, what new racetrack? I mean, obviously you've got this place figured out, old pavement, new pavement. So talk a little bit about your qualifying run out there today.
I just think this thing on? No. There? Oh, there we go. No, I just think my guys have done a really good job focusing in here from the tire test into the test we had here the last few days in the practice yesterday. Really focused on getting our car handling right, and went down a lot of different routes with our setup, and ended up. Well, I think all three of our teams have done that, and then we just kind of found something that all of us kind of liked, and have gone kind of together and gone with that one. So. My Home Depot car is fast, and it's good in qualifying trim. I think it's really good in race trim too. So it's exciting, and I think the race will be good. I think it'll be a pretty good race, and anytime you can be up front and start with some clean air is important.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for Joey. We'll start up here with Scott, then come over to Reed.
Scott Walsh from the Scranton Times. Joe, you said it seems like you and your teammates have found something. You look, all three Gibbs cars were in the top 5. Have you guys figured something out ahead of everybody else? Because that seems what seems to be everyone saying. The first teams that figure out are going to do well here.
Yeah, these cars are so close and they're so finicky. Yesterday, I like, first of all, I like to say we were pretty fast from when we unloaded, and then yesterday we were kind of going down a route and we were getting off on speed, and then we kind of went back, start all over, and then the speed came back again. So I think they're so close. Everyone's within a few tenths of each other, and when you got a track like this that has 3 way different turns, 3 tenths is not much at all. So it's easy to find that or lose that. So we were just smart with our changes and going back to what we knew worked, and came back all right.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Turn 1 seemed to be the problem area in that a lot of guys were getting in there and finding that they weren't getting the grip they were expecting. How did you get through there so well and carry that as much momentum as you did off the corner there?
I didn't think I did. That was the thing. I was like, man, that ain't going to be good enough to get a pole. But, the track was dirty, and I really don't know why. I mean, I guess the ARCA car must have blown up at the end of practice yesterday. And, I seen the first few cars with like a rooster tail off the back of them. So, I think for some reason it's really hard to pick all that stuff up. And I think when you don't have hot tires going over to speedy dry and stuff like that, it's hard to pick them up. So the first few guys have a hard time. And even when I went out there, I got to that trouble spot, and I got loose a little bit over it, and I was like, and I didn't get to the bottom as well as I wanted to. So I felt like I left a tenth and a half or so right there, and I felt like I nailed 2 and 3 pretty good. So I was hoping that would have been in the top 5, and ended up being good enough. So that's good.
Okay, I'll take our next question from Al.
Hey, Joey, Al Pearson, Water Week. You just said you were hoping it would be top 5. As the track conditions changed, nobody seemed to get better like we thought they would. When the sun came back out, did that help you, or did you think somebody would easily would do better than you did?
We sat in our team meeting yesterday, and they're like, what do you think it's going to take to get the pole? And I was like, man, I think it's going to take an 80 and to get it. And, turns out just going a little bit faster than what my mock run was yesterday, I was able to get it. So I think the sun came out and it got warmer as qualifying went on, and I think that helped us a little bit. But I also thought the track was going to get better and cleaned up in turn 1. So I was like, man, I think they're going to get faster at the end of this thing as the track cleans up. So this place, we don't have enough notes on it to really know what's going to happen yet. So it's been a guessing game for everybody. And, I think everyone learned a lot here today to help them when we come back here in a few weeks. So, part of it.
Okay, we'll take our next question over here to the right from Dan.
Hey, Joey, Dan Galt, AP. 2 top 10s in your last 3 Cup starts, and obviously the success of the Nationwide. What's kind of starting to turn things around for you in the Cup Series a little bit, and how difficult is it to translate the Nationwide success into Cup for you?
Yeah, I think there's you look at their nationwide cars, and I feel like we've made some really good improvements over the winter on our nationwide car. And I think our second year at Adam Stevens and I have been working together over there. Has gave us a lot of like I said, notes to go back on, and so we've been able to capitalize on that. And every time we've been in position to win a race, we've won that race. So that's good. Sometimes they don't go the way you want them to, and sometimes they do, and they've been going our way lately. So we've been capitalizing on the opportunities we've been handed for us. So that's a good thing. And our cars overall have been faster over there. And on the Cup side, I feel like our cars last few weeks have gotten better, and I think Jason and I are working through the same things that Adam and I worked through last year. So I think Jason and I are getting that stuff figured out. We're this is first year Jason's worked with Sprint Cup cars, so there's little things that are different, obviously, and then working with me too, he's got to learn kind of what I think, and so it goes back and forth a lot, and it takes a while to figure each other out, and I think we're getting there. I think it still takes time, but every week we go to these places, and we're able to learn and take what we learn from one track and move it on to the next, and it's been pretty good.
Questions for Joey? All right, Joey, one final question. Obviously, NASCAR, #NASCAR and Twitter taking over tomorrow's race with the Pocono 400. Talk a little bit about your thoughts about being part of this new live event with Twitter here this weekend at Pocono.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that they're able to move that on. I think our whole sport, the media, the drivers, do a really good job on getting information out through Twitter. And I think it's cool that Twitter is coming in to help us, get that out for all the fans out there. So I think it's really neat. I think it'll be good. I've been #NASCAR and everything. So I think it'll be cool. I think it's going to bring some more fans into our sport, and then the ones that are fans, I think it's going to give us some better information, or easier to get the information. So I think that's good.
All right, Joey, congratulations on your qualifying run today. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you guys.